Thank you very much to the Process Art Discovery audience for checking us out. Today I'm going to be talking to Lynda Norman, a watercolorist in Kelowna, worth your time and attention. So, you have been in Kelowna for
all my life.
All your life.
All my life, yes.
That's marvelous. So you have some certainly unique insights about this region, this beautiful region that, harbors a lot of artists because it is so beautiful.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. My family's been here since the late 1800s.
Good heavens!
Some of the first orchardists.
I can hardly remember that.
Yeah, me neither. It's been a while. So it's always been home. It's where my heart is.
Yeah.
And it's where I've raised my family. And
Exactly right.
yeah, it's a nice place to be, and full of, as you say, full of amazing creative people that I am very privileged to have been able to connect with over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you certainly have. I know that you have been deeply involved in grassroots music and art.
Yes.
Or art and music.
Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand. I was thinking about that earlier today, about sound and color and all of the senses.
Yes.
How they all play into what evolves as our creativity.
Yeah.
Taste. I mean, how you stir your soup.
Yeah.
How you
ballet in there. I was doing it last night.
I think as long as you're putting intention into anything, thought into anything, you're creating. And that, again, is one of the reasons I named my studio Bandri, because it refers to the Druid tradition that basically says we're all born creative and we should celebrate that every day.
That's
and I
right.
love that.
It's a natural aspect of being human.
Absolutely.
And too often it's rarefied and made inaccessible to people for no good reason. So let's talk more about how everybody is an artist. It's about expressing emotion and thought in a unique way. That's what we all do.
Yeah, without judgment, without preconceived notion. I think allowing, and that's a hard thing for most people, is just to allow that creativity to just evolve and come out, for fear that someone is going to say, well, that's not quite right, or one of my pet peeves is when my husband says to me, your perspective is off. and I always remind him that that's not
inner perspective.
That's not my goal. I'm just making color and pigment and water do some magic, and they do it basically themselves. I'm just there to witness most of the time.
That's a good attitude. That's a good thing to remember as creative people, that we are certainly the vehicle or the instrument that manifests something, but the manifestation is a mystery. It's it's part of the again, essential to humanity, but it's a spiritual quality. It's where we can engage and open up our hearts and minds and our hands and our tools, but something else is going to emerge. That
Absolutely.
is a fifth dimension, the fifth element.
When, as an artist, that happens, when I can allow that to happen, I take all the other pieces out, all the expectations, all of the, predetermined ideas of what that needs to look like. It becomes such a I don't even know how to explain it. It's almost like you're removed from the process, and when it's all said and done, and you look at it, it's like, wow, that basically created itself in some aspects, and that for me is most satisfying. It may not be what art purchasers or aficionados are looking for, but personally, it's the most satisfying for me.
Yeah.
And those are some of my favorite pieces that will never leave my studio or my home.
Exactly, right. We do it for its own sake.
That's right.
And if it's attractive to others, bonus.
Yeah, absolutely.
And most likely it will be, because it's true. The truer it is, the more compelling it can be, I think.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, as much as we're all different, we all have common threads that weave through, and
Cultural
and,
threads.
you know, and whatever it is, it's going to appeal to somebody.
Yeah.
They will get it at another level almost,
Yeah.
and appreciate something about it that
Yeah.
speaks to them. So yeah,
And that's a nice aspect of YouTube and technology nowadays.
absolutely.
Is that your little voice can suddenly be heard
Yeah.
by somebody in the middle of somewhere so far away, but unimaginable. But again, the simpatico can occur.
And I love that. You know,
And
that's,
it's extraordinary. We may never know who it touches and how, but nonetheless, it's being it's emanating through the world. That's really remarkable.
yeah, it's it would be wonderful if all people could understand and appreciate that somewhere in the world, you are making a difference.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's outside your doorstep, inside your home, in your community, across the world, places, as you say, that you would never know.
Yeah.
And just feel that
Yeah.
and know that and feel good about that.
Yeah. Micro occasions of inspiration. And again, something we maybe beyond awareness, but people can be influenced in a large way, but more often than not, with these little tiny little measures of connection that make somebody,
That's right.
you know,
Yeah.
feel something, move in some direction, decide something. Yeah. Thank you to the Process Art Discovery audience. It's been an absolute pleasure sharing this with you today. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and you will experience a lot more of Process Art Discovery.